Hello everybody, this is Blade Cross EXE, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. A little bit late to the party on this one again. The Summer Racing Festival, Dead Heat Summer Race. Ishtar Cups of Hopes and Dreams. Oh. Okay. Prologue, Summer Goddess's Small Kindness. Emergency! Emergency! Ishtar? Hi, Ishtar. You're looking as divine as ever. You know there's no gems in here, right? I know that. I checked into such things ages ago. That's not why I'm here. Where's your sense of urgency? Of surprise? This is a real emergency. We are surprised by how you barged in yelling at the top of your lungs. That, and it's hard not to notice that you seem quite upbeat about this supposed emergency. Huh? Am I smiling? Really? Give me a mirror. Huh, I am smiling, aren't I? Maybe it's the rush from all the gems I brought so I could exercise my authority. It, really wasn't that many, though. I must be kind of high right now. Okay, so I know that must seem weird, but don't worry about it. It's a deity thing. We hide our anger behind smiles. You know how it is. Even the gods handing out the blessings might turn around and do some smiting at the drop of a hat. So just chalk it up to the smile of the dual nature innate of our divinity. You can't hold us to the same standards as you humans. Got it? Alright, so what is this emergency then? I was just enjoying my precious few days off of playing Reverse E and backgammon with Master, or with Senpai. I see. Those are board games some humans came up with, right? That's right. I thought playing board games with Senpai would be a great way to spend our day off. Since it's always blizzarding outside in Chaldea, we obviously got used to the indoor recreation. I see. Looks to me like you're just sitting around being bored, but I guess I was wrong. Sorry for interrupting your happy time. But that is neither here nor there. From now on, no more board games until summer is over. And don't you give me that bewildered look. This is important if you hadn't noticed. You may have managed to restore humanity, Gabriel, but you're still a master of Chaldea, right? Then as soon as you hear this, you'll have no choice but to hop to. I discovered a new singularity. But we didn't hear anything about it from the command room. I know, that's because I'm the only one who's noticed it so far, but it's still a big deal. It may not directly affect humanity, but it will affect the world negatively if something isn't done. Right, and the same is true for all singularities that have been discovered to date. We have to resolve them no matter how big or small they might be. Do you already have some information on the singularities' inner workings, Ishtar? More or less. There's a certain lord in charge of it, but she's running it right into the ground. Its lands have gone barren, the ground burns day and night, and the people have gone berserk, and all that mess, only the lord grows fatter. My guess is that the small fry succumbed to the greed and transformed the place when she took it over, making it her own. At first I thought I'd just take care of it myself, but as luck would have it, the lady's got a number of heroic spirits working for her, which of course complicates matters. Sounds like a demon king and his subordinates. It sounds like a singularity that could affect the foundation of humanity. We should tell the acting commander Da Vinci to plan this out as an official mission. No need for that. This time, I'll be providing you with divine protection personally. And besides, Da Vinci, she makes running Chaldea seem like this big, super difficult job, but I could do it just as well as her. In fact, I've been wanting to order Gabriel around... offer Gabriel the honor of taking part in one of my perfect divine plans for a while now. This can only end badly. Goddess discharged divine protection. That does sound like an enticing offer, Senpai. Remember the incredible spell word cast on us in the underworld? That's such an amazing divine protection. With divine aid from Ishtar, I believe we may just be unstoppable. I see. You're a good girl, Mesh. A little too good for my tastes. Anyway, you two get ready to go race shift. The coffins are all set up. And I've already bribed some of the staff to program the race shift to your destination. Oh, make sure you bring gear that's easy to move around in. This is going to be more competition than a combat. There will be hot places, cold places, all sorts of places, so you should be focusing more on comfort than durability or protection. Competition? Gear that's easy to move around in? Ishtar. If you're going to be running this operation yourself, could you tell us a little more about it? Are you going to be helping us take down the Singularity's Lord without wanting compensation, or... Typical limited human thinking. No, I'll play a much bigger, more pivotal role than that. There's no need for an actual fight. There's no need to actually fight the small-timer, the queen ruling the Singularity. It'd be a hassle, and I don't think she's got much money on her anyways. Besides, we shouldn't waste our precious summer fighting. Wouldn't you much rather have a fun, flashy festival that gets really wild? Last year you spent the summer on a desert island, right? So we need something even better this year. Don't you agree, Mesh? Indoor activities are all well and good, but wouldn't you prefer to make memories with Gabriel in the great outdoors? I see. Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, then yes. Right? That makes all the trouble I've gone to worthwhile. Okay, so, well, what I need you two to do is perform a little ritual I cooked up. It's something I put together myself just for this new Singularity. If this ritual succeeds, the Singularity will be destroyed, and the so-called Lord will basically self-destruct in her own castle. I mean, you don't want to spend hours on end in the blistering sun fighting wave after wave of over-muscled soldiers, do you? This way, all you gotta do is complete one little ritual and you're golden. I really shouldn't spoil you humans like this, but I just can't help myself sometimes. Perhaps I'm too kind of a goddess for my own good. Feel free to show your appreciation by showering me with praise or offering me mountains of gems in tribute. This is really kind of her. Almost too kind. A ritual, huh? If completing this ritual is truly all we need to do to resolve the Singularity, then that would greatly lower the risk to Senpai. But that would also violate Chaldea's rules, and it's not a decision we can make ourselves. Fine. I didn't want to say this because it clashes with my whole divine authority thing, but I've already got permission from Da Vinci to go ahead with it. I see. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about trusting you with this, but there don't seem to be any real issues with your plan. Alright, I officially designate you as the leader of operations for the Singularity. I especially like how your plan doesn't require any of Chaldea's assets. That does sound like Da Vinci. I see. I'm relieved to hear that the acting commander has given her approval. Indeed. I've got the location all fixed up, and the system is ready. The rules are in place, and I've laid just about all the groundwork. On top of all that, I mean paying for this out of my own savings, so don't be shy about showing your appreciation. Ishtar paying for something herself? A Singularity is one thing, but this is unheard of. We should have Da Vinci take a look at her spirit origin, Master. She might be turning into an altar. Oh, come on. Me spending my own money can't be that big of a deal. Besides, how am I supposed to place my bet if I don't cover my stakes? What's a little money compared to the fate of humanity? Besides, with all these other goddess types running around, I consider it a good deed to remind them who's still the top deity. Plus, I really do feel like you two deserve some fun once in a while, since you're technically helping me out and all. Anywho, just as I say, the Singularity will go away. You have the Ishtar guarantee on that. I see. Right, back to the ritual. Just one problem. It needs participants, preferably powerful, first-rate heroic spirits who will help and encourage each other. Here's a pamphlet with the event rules and entry criteria. You two will be running things rather than participating yourselves, but you should both familiarize yourselves with the rules. We're going to need good, solid operation based on good, solid rules if we're going to have an exciting race. So I'm still counting on you two to handle that. Race? What are you talking about? There's more than one kind of ritual, you know. Sacrifices, dances, sending gifts of gems. I was talking about a concept. I was taking that concept and running with it. That's right, this ritual is a race. The Ishtar Cup will be a cannonball run across the entire Singularity. The idea is to carve magical energy directly into the ground by running across the Singularity. But that's so boring that nobody would ever just want to watch it, right? So I thought about it and came up with the brilliant idea of making the ritual a race. The way I see it, every goddess needs composure and a bit of playfulness. And that's what this is going to be, a major Chaldea-wide event. I've got all the equipment in place to live stream and broadcast the whole thing, so I'll be giving it the full festival treatment. Thanks for helping me out. Live stream, broadcasting, spectator stands, checker flags. It sounds like one of those F1 races I've heard about. Exactly. Only in this race, heroic spirits will be paired into teams, and each will drive a single vehicle. Naturally, I'll reward the winning team handsomely. I think a holy grail should do the trick, no? Well, how'd you get your hands on one? To put it another way, I'll use my divine abilities to grant the winners any one wish they'd like. After all, if I'm going to liven up the festivities, it's only right that I use my goddess powers, trademark, to prepare a treasure or two on par with the Holy Grail. Paligenesis time. Talk about generous. I'm not so sure this is cause for celebration, Senpai. I still feel that there's something Ishtar is not telling us about why she's spending her own money. Okay, now that you're all filled in, I'm going to pass these pamphlets around Chaldea. I'll also be inviting servants to join the race myself, so we should get going. So we should get enough participants soon. I wonder what sort of reckless daredevils are going to volunteer. Oh well, with a goddess like me making the arrangements, there's no way this race is going to be anything less than a spectacular success. And furthermore... Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't planning to say anything, but now I just have to know. Yes? I'm extremely grateful that you come up with a way for us to remove the singularity. And I suppose that I can't understand if this is all just on your divine whims, but I guess it just seems a little overwrought. I just don't see why this needs to be such a huge event. Why are you doing this? Didn't I already tell you? There's a number of reasons, but the biggest one is to make this. To make this? The best summer ever! Now, Ishtar, you can keep your best summer ever. I'd rather just move on to fall and winter. I'm tired of the heat. Okay, so these are all cutscenes first. Let's check out Saber Altar and Nero. Okay, now that Gabriel's on board, it's just a matter of getting enough participants involved. But I think I should choose who to give the crown to myself, seeing as that's the most important part. There's no shortage of candidates to choose from, but I think I'll trust this vessel's instincts and give it to the ones who look like... those two. There's a flyer here on the wall. The Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race. A race? How delightful. One cannot hear the name Emperor Nero and not immediately think of my superb racing skills. That is, after all, how I won the chariot race at Nero Fest. And of course, my victory was strictly an honorable one, with no deceitful skullduggery of any kind. I mean, I may have called for that race to be suspended temporarily while I fell off my vehicle, but I had no ulterior motives for doing so. Nonetheless, I cannot involve myself with this now. A race does sound nice, but I've already promised myself that I will go to the beach with Master this year. I've even procured a new swimsuit for the occasion, so shall I pretend I didn't see this flyer and... Oh, Gabriel, excellent timing. I was just thinking about you. Are you unoccupied at the moment? Is your schedule open? No matter. I'm certain that you will free it up, even if it's not. I've been made to understand that there's a delightful... Hang on. I've been made to understand that there's a delightful soiree in Hawaii. I wish to attend, and I am drawn as a moth to a flame, but I would be lonely if I were to go unaccompanied. As you are the one who formed a contract with me, I trust no further words are needed, Gabriel. Let's go enjoy our vacation in the tropical seas together. I think I'd rather see you race. What's this? You seem more radiant than usual. You gaze upon me with the fiery charm of a goddess exercising her authority. Then you press me against the wall, one end to cut off my escape, and whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Ooh, I've never seen you so passionate. Oh, I get it. Gabriel's under Ishtar's spell. Still, the race? Of course I enjoy racing as well, but given how the spring break turned out, I had my heart set on going to the beach this summer. You're the only one I want. No, please, I want you to take first place. I see. So you wish to cheer only for me, do you? Moo, I can't refuse such a direct confession as that. The beach can wait till next year. You wish for me to take first place in the race? Then it shall be done. Admittedly, I do not understand why you care so much about this, but I, Nero Claudius, swear to you that I will not fail. And when I win, you shall be prepared to commend me with an embrace worthy of the occasion. I see there's a flyer here on the wall. Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race. Another worthless event. This Ishtar. What a shame to see a goddess so given to frivolity. Kelly is no playground. It is a collection of warriors who abide by strict rules, execute missions with focus on precision, and maintain order. In other words, it's an elite unit that does not take vacations, regardless of the season. Indeed, none are exempt. Though if there is any of deserving such a holiday, it would be a master, given his exceptional achievements under extreme duress. And if he were to go on such a holiday, I suppose he would wish to visit the beach, as it is indeed summer now. The only beaches I know of are fraught with raging waves, but I imagine that Anne Bonny could introduce me to a fine resort beach with clear skies and calm seas. Very well then, it is decided. I'm off to the beach. Gabriel, you shall accompany me. Yes, I believe that is what I shall say. It seems that the summer heat has lifted even my spirits. Ah, your voice is as lovely as ever, Arturia. What? How long have you been there? Why is your face glowing like that? You know, you're the only one that I want to cheer for. Very well. Speak not another word. You have made your feelings quite clear. I'm not so dim-witted as to be oblivious to the significance of such an act. Ordinarily, you ask for nothing, but today you have made your preferences abundantly clear. I'm not incapable of understanding another's feelings. Hey, Tristan. I am Tristan, merely passing by. I am the child of sadness and an ill-fortuned poet. If I may, my foul-tempered liege, did you say something? I thought someone was speaking of me. Indeed, you are correct. Begone, Tristan. Boom. As you wish, my liege. What am I to do about this wall? Oh, poor Tristan. Unwelcome intrusions aside, I have heard your feelings loud and clear. You wish for me to claim victory in this race, correct? However, as an altar, I cannot indulge in such hedonistic pleasures. I cannot participate in this race as the king, so I shall comply by taking a different approach. I take part in this dubious event by ensuring that it is conducted properly and fairly. Just you wait. The next time you see me, I shall have a new class. I shall then dominate this Ishtar Cup affair and reign supreme as the greatest maid of all time. Once that happens, I expect to hear the rest of what you attempted to tell me earlier. When you do, see that your words of flattery are sufficiently eloquent. Uh-oh, maybe I overdid it just a little bit. I didn't think this two would turn out to be such pushovers. I feel like I might have just unwillingly set those two in the notion that may lead to some serious carnage. Oh well, at least they're both motivated now, and I'm sure Gabriel will figure out a way to survive somehow. Still, I don't want to stir the pot any more than I already have to. So I think I'll let Gabriel handle the rest of the invitations. Da Vinci, it's me. I have need of your convenient genius. Oh, Your Majesty, what does he have today? What a wonderful outfit. You made a complete 180 for your usual masculine get-up to showing quite a lot of skin. Well, she already shows skin. What a great way to start my day. I'll have to return the favor. Tell you what, just for today, I'll give you a 30% holiday discount. Thank you, but I'm not here for your wares. I'm here for your skills as an inventor. Oh? I have here a blueprint for a vehicle that I require. It must be red, embody speed, divinity, and Rome. I want you to use this blueprint to build it for me, to build me the fastest, most powerful vehicle in the world. And it must be completed by tomorrow. Tomorrow? You want me to build you a custom-made race car from scratch in a single day? Correct, but as an emperor, I'll not ask the impossible. I have plenty of QP for which I can handsomely compensate you. I see. Well, let me see the blueprint. Quite interesting. You clearly did your homework. If Holmes helped me out, then I might be able to handle the engine and frame. But I'm afraid that that's all I could do, Your Majesty. I just don't have enough helpers. Helpers, you say? What sort of help would you require? A welder, for one thing. I need a highly skilled welder in order to recreate this body as smoothly as the design calls for. Next, I need a dexterous artisan to put in the more detailed parts. And it would also be nice if we had someone who could polish the body. Finally, we need an engineer, someone who can test the engine and measure its RPM and temperature when it burns gasoline. Very well then, I shall find these people. What is this? Who are you and where'd you come from? I understand your surprise, I'm just surprised as you are. I was unaware it was so pleasant to wear a swimsuit. Well, if it isn't the Ice Queen Arturia, I must say, it's a surprise to see you like this. She's unaware of what it was like to wear a swimsuit, yet Arturia was at the last summer event, so... Okay, I know it's been joked at, but are Arturia and Saber Alter two separate people in Chaldea? Are they actually two completely separate entities? What bizarre alternate world I end up in today? You're in a swimsuit, and you're saying you'll find me helpers to build this car? Indeed, my original purpose in coming here was to have you help me build a race car, but it appears that Drama Queen was one step ahead of me. How unfortunate for you, Trenchcoat, but it is fortunate that you're quick to grasp the situation. Now that you understand that I have beaten you to the punch, you may go. There's no place for you here. If anyone here is unfortunate, it is you. Or that is fortunate. Ordinarily, I would not hesitate to take your place by force, but today I am here to see justice served. At any rate, I took a look at your design, and it does seem to be a formidable race car. It is somewhat evocative of my sacred sword. Drama Queen, I presume that you should be participating in the Ishtar Cup, as will I. I was planning to compete alone, as I specialize in motorcycles. However, upon closer examination, there's a stipulation in this race's entry rules. As you seem to have missed it in your... How you pronounce that? Ebullience? I shall enlighten you. Take a look at this here. Huh? Racers must compete in teams of two, with one driving and one acting as the supporting role? Indeed. I was dismayed when I first noticed this. A good maid works alone, after all. Her role is to serve others, not to be served herself, but such are the rules of the event. Thus, I came here intending to procure a vehicle, and happened upon another servant seeking to enter alone. Drama Queen, you and I may not care for one another in the slightest, but we do have a few options. And so I offer you, the lowest of all sabers, a chance to team up with the greatest. If you can cooperate with Tamamo Shark, you can cooperate with me. Do not stand there twiddling that antenna-like strand of hair that think you'll have a chance. You will not. This is a one-time offer. Team up with me now. I knew you were dull and dour, but I didn't know you were so dreadfully blunt as to be this dull. Very well. I shall overlook your incorrigible insolence. However, I shall still ask you one thing. Why would you go to such lengths to ally with me? Surely there are others you could ask? I have my reasons. However, this much is certain. I must win this race, no matter the cost. If it means I must work with someone like you, then so be it. At the moment, I require a skilled partner more than I do a familiar subordinate. You appear to be accustomed to racing, and you seem to have more than your fair share of luck. I see, so you're utterly determined to win this race. What a coincidence. I am too. Very well, I accept your invitation. Fortunately, I have no interest in the reward, so you may have it. Is that so? If it is not reward you seek, then why do you race? For the honor and victory, of course. It is worth more than any mere physical reward. That said, if the reward will aid master in some form, then I won't hesitate to keep it all for myself. Is that so? For me, it's the complete opposite. I most certainly seek the physical reward. It should be of use to master, after all. Of course, the important thing is to demonstrate my superior strength above all else. Then it's settled. Wow, that was the scariest handshake I've ever seen. You think you're about to fight each other to the death instead of team up. I can endure some humiliation if it will bring about my victory. Very well then. Trenchcoat, or shall I call you Dark Maid, I shall permit you to join me. But first, there's something of utmost importance that we must decide. It would be nice if we could do so amicably, but I'm sure that is out of the question. Ah yes, I was thinking the same myself. We're both sabers. A duel is our only option. Let us do battle, see which one of us will be the driver. Go, Saber Alter!